Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Giants and the Rams on Sunday Night Primetime.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. It's been a good season for them so far. They're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their record. Now they want to increase it. A win here could really get the momentum going in the right direction.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, even with all the games we have broadcast together over the years, partner, seems like every time we see something new and kind of get that feeling we might get something unique here in this one as well.
No two games ever really the same, are they, Brandon? Because there's always a couple of little details, standout performances, big plays that help set each game apart. That makes every one of them entertaining to be a part of.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's Super Bowl champion QB in his 14th NFL season now out of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Azeez Ojulari from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the third down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
It wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the one touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially to play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. On the return is Powell. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? They'll try and run for this with Akers. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
New York set to take the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round of the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. Oh, he shifts past him, and he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones throwing deep for Galladay. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Galladay, 32 yards. And the Giants are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Kenny Galladay. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he returns this to the 22. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Stafford now to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the Giants ready to come out now. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Looking sideline, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Jukes by again. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he gets this up past the 30.
For a lot of guys this play in this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Going right back to Akers. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Two 1st downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46.
They give up the middle to Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 5.
On the handoff, it's Akers. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give running right is Akers. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Here's Stafford. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 2nd and 5 now. Stafford, open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, moves and chains.
I like how they work the tight end out. Nice little underground there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. He'll get this to Jake Funk out of the backfield. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On the give, this is Akers. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Being chased outlet, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Fourth down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And New York set to take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Here's Jones on 1st down. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 36, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 16. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. And nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And it'll be intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford on first down. And this one's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. Again, it's Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Stafford. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Gay's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Giants one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, Time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where you see the final score there. 35-0 is the final score. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Rams, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. After the interception, here's Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Second down and 5. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up
3rd and 2. Stafford. Eluding. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Azeez Ojulari bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And Gay knocks this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. He takes this for 3 to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now Jones. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good, and the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert. Don't jump early and give them free yardage.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do it in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll give this to Akers running right. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the 1st. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The Giants going to take over again on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Hudson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Jones on 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going down the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home is a big deal, but now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 36, Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively. I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A 6-yard pickup.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Trying to improvise. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Stafford now to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They'll run this with Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now it's Stafford. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. Touchdown, Rams! Van Jefferson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. New York set to take the field. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the draw, this is Barkley. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Jones.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
2nd and 11. A give up the middle to Akers.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game.
The Rams are on to next week as we say so long, everybody.